Okay, good. It's not actually, it's good morning. It's still good morning at the moment. So we are having a very good morning. So today, this episode, I think this is episode 10. It might be 9. I've lost track. I think it's 10. Yeah. But we are all over the place at the moment. And so let's have a bit of a look at the status. So we got all 3 of these milestone shapes being delivered at 8 belts. And yesterday we unlocked the 3-level thing. So today what we're going to be doing is 12 belts. We're upgrading all 3 of our milestones to 12 belts. And I'm actually going to grab this foundation, this T-shaped one, because I definitely need it. I need something that's 3 wide so that we can squeeze 3 belts onto one train carriage. The only other one is foundations 4. That's a bit over the top. I don't think we're going to need that. But yeah, to get at least for the fluid input and the shape input for the miners, we definitely want to have something that we can sort of squeeze on. And the rest of it will just keep the same shapes. So, for example, this shape, actually, is this M1? I forgot what M1 looks like. It is M1. I got confused between this one and this one. Okay, so this is M1. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to move this up one. Loses all the shapes in there, but why do I keep putting that on? Okay. Then, we're rotating it in the thing. Okay, I got to stop doing that. I got to stop doing weird rotations in the middle of these guys. So yeah, so do that, and then, whoa, what's going on here? Okay, beautiful. So now we need to rotate this right, just a little bit right. Maybe it's okay in this case because, as we said, it's a milestone shape. So because it's a milestone shape, we want to kind of optimize it as early as possible to get it nice as early as possible and to use the least amount of platforms as early as possible. So yeah. So if there was a 3x1, I would use it, but there is no 3x1. So we have to do this instead. But here we go. And now what we do is no, we want this sort of setup. F, yep, except these guys are going up to the 3rd level. So yes, there we go, all the way up to the 3rd level. And then straight onto the train. And we don't need to upgrade any of the train logistics. We were already using 2 layers, so going up to 3 layers is not going to be an issue. All we need to do is upgrade the various platforms. So the stacker, 2x2 stacker will need to be upgraded. But that's about it. So yeah, the little stacker over here, that'll need a whole new blueprint. So that's probably going to be most of this episode, is figuring that one out. I could fit that cutter onto there, but I'm not going to. There we go. There's this little. Oh, we actually need an extra bit of space for this one. So we will have to change a little bit of our. I can see some tasks popping off. This one is fully complete. This one is mostly complete. If you saw the other one last episode, then you know that all we need to do is this, and then this, and we're good to go. Yeah. This one's sending the green. This one's sending over here. 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 This one's sending over we do have a train for that one. So that one should be fine. This one should get itself set up eventually. We just got to wait a little bit for it. Okay, so we have to do this one. Have to set up an accompanying thing here. Pretty much the same deal, except pipes. By the way, you set the numbers to do the different things, and you do shift 1 and shift 2 to change the menus. So if you're ever wondering how I was doing that, then that is how I am doing that. Okay, and then we do this, and we do it up. No, that's not what I meant to do. Third level. Okay, there we go. And then we just go. This one we're jumping up a little bit later, which is fine. It doesn't have to be very identical to the other one, as long as it does the job. And hopefully we can just use this design for the vast majority of applications. Okay. There we go. So that's 12. So that's feeding in there. You go away. So we got that. We got that. I just want to get all the simple stuff done here. And I like, I mean, it doesn't really matter here because they're already indented a little bit, but I do like having those trains right at the edge. Okay. We're going to have to upgrade our blueprints in a sec. We'll probably do that first thing, actually. Just the belt. Where was I? Over here. Okay. This one's got some rotation on it, so we definitely don't want to use that one. But this one, this overall setup, is that right? That it has rotation? They all have some sort of rotation and cutting because of this area, but we can definitely copy this one, this blue one. Control S, fluid, I think it was called fluid pickup. There's no T in pickup. So that was a train, and that was fluid, and then 1, 2. Let's do fluid pickup 12. We don't necessarily want to replace the other one. Yeah, fluid pickup 12. Okay. And we haven't got a thing yet that isn't cutting or folding or doing some sort of thing. Is this what we want? The bottom? Oh, I see. I see what's going on. We're copying around this thing that has all these rotators at the start. Oh, which we don't want. Because this one's already got the rotators at the start. Okay, that's a bit better. Yeah, I'm not going to copy that one yet. We'll wait until we get one that actually makes sense. Okay. All right, so for this guy, actually, let's do the fluid one first. The fluid one will probably be easier, so let's just do it. And let's do it. We can kind of do it live as well, I guess. Let's go ahead. Control C, up. Yeah, so there is a little bit of overlap here. How do we want to do this? I kind of want to shove these up as far as I can, right up to the top, and then sort of squeeze in the rest of them down the bottom here. I mean, we've got tons of space here. So we got 1, 2, we got at least 3 belts worth that we can do. So let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. And you copy a corner and then you reverse it. And then suddenly it works the other way. So these guys get copied. Rotate it. Move it up. There we go. And then, so we get rid of all but one. We might be able to get rid of a bit more space here, but that's 3 belts, so that feels pretty good. So then we copy this, and we try and get it off to a clean point. Move it up by 3. Once again, you just left click on it, and it's all beautiful. So yeah. And our aim is to sort of get these pipes out of the way of the entrance area as quickly as possible. So shift 2. So we'll actually we wanted the lower levels to still be so this lower level pipe matching with this lower level belt, which means this is a lower level belt, so the lower level pipe still needs to go through here. So if we go up to the second level, we're going to snake this up the side to give ourselves a bit more breathing room. Right up the side. I don't know if we'll need any room in the middle at the moment, but yeah, I'm a little bit concerned. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this and move it up there, just a little bit higher. And then we don't want to, I wish there was a way of getting rid of just one layer of this. One. Okay, so now we're going to do the pipes like this. So it just gave ourselves a little bit more room to work with. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough, but yeah. Now, let's see what we can do here. Okay, I think we should be okay in terms of room. So we're going to push that over there, and then we push that over there. And then we should be able to send these 4 belts on the top level all the way through the middle, is my plan. Doesn't matter that they're not completely lined up. Let's just indent them one space in the middle. So this is indented one from this one's indented one from that. Okay. Now, we actually want the belts to come in from there, and then this belt to come in from this direction. But they still both head back into the middle. So there we go. We've got enough room for this. I'm not sure exactly how we set the belts up, to be honest. Let's just get the pipes working first. Because what we can do is we couldn't put the pipes at the second level, which is the level we usually put them on. So, yeah, you go there, you go there, you go there, and you go there, right through the middle. Well, that may be a good way of doing it. Okay. So you go there, and then you drop down. You go there, and then you drop down. You go there, and then you drop down. And this one goes all the way to the bottom and then drops down. Okay, so that's the pipes taken care of. Now we just got to get the belts. Okay. So I'm going to drop you down all the way over there. And this one, I can drop you down all the way over there. So then we just got 2 belts to get through. This one goes over there. We'll drop it nice and early. Although we do have to be a little bit worried. I'm going to drop this one over here. Okay. Now this one. So the 3rd layer is free for the rest of the map. So all we have to do is this, 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 and then this one is a little bit wonky. We can't send it straight up because there's a pipe there. You can see there's pipes all over the place. We might have to do something here. That is a bit awkward. No, not really. Actually, what we can do is we'll send this one. We'll send this one up here. And we'll pop this up to the 3rd layer here. And then this guy goes up here. And then this one just goes across there. And that works. That works beautifully. Fix up that belt. Okay. Now we're good. Now we've got these 3. I wonder if I copy this. It does, sometimes it copies all 3 layers. I think when you copy and paste, you just sort of, usually you just copy 1 layer. Okay, we copy that. Reverse, so we can send it in the other direction. And then, I think that's good. All right, that's the final one of there. And then we just got this one, and we've already got 1 cargo thing sent through. Okay, we'll take off the vision. This is suddenly looking a hell of a lot more complicated, but we got all 12 belts going in. We got all 3 going in. So this side is for the 2nd level. This side is for the 1st level. This side in the back is for the 3rd level. I'm very happy with that. Yes, very happy with that. So let's go ahead and let's save that. Train, paint, 1, 2, train, painter, 12. Yes, and the beautiful thing about this is we don't even need train painter 8 anymore because train painter 12, let's rename that as train painter 8. But yeah, we don't even need this one anymore because this one will do exactly the same thing as this one. So let's just get rid of that. I mean, it includes separate buildings, but yeah. Train fluid pickup, we'll still keep the fluid pickup 8 and 12 separate because one of them takes up more room horizontal. The 12 one takes up a bit more space, and this foundation is 8, whereas this one is 4. So there's a bit more platform units being used. But yeah, there's no reason to keep the 8 fluid one. So we'll copy this over to and this one we get rid of, reverse it. Okay, we already got 3 levels of shapes coming in here. We'll have 3 levels of shapes going out. So that's being painted. This one's being painted. I better get my wrist guards on. My wrists are definitely starting to hurt a little bit. Oh, bloody hell. But okay, now the main event. So we did that in like 15 minutes. Or maybe a bit longer, maybe a bit less. So that painter, 12 belt painter on a 2x2. And I'm sure somebody can do it on a 1x2. Yeah, but if you can do that on a 1x2, First of all, you're a genius, and my hat's off to you. Second of all, I'm not really running out of platform units. So, when I start running out of platform units, then maybe I will consider doing that. But most likely, I'll go on to the Shapes 2 Discord and just steal somebody else's blueprint, because fitting all of this on a 1x2, look, this took me 15 minutes. Fitting it all on a 1x2 would probably take me 2 hours. Okay, that doesn't make a very good video. I just don't know how I would do it. I mean, you'd have to squeeze this over a bit and this over a bit and then put the other ones in between or something like that. I mean, physically, you look at this. You've got to have 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16. There's 48. There's 48 painters that you've got to fit on here. Now, you can do this, and then you could put another painter on. Oh, you can actually do all 3 levels. What am I talking about? You can actually do all 3 levels. It's the stacker that requires multiple levels, but the painter doesn't. That's interesting. You'd have to have actually, let's play around with this. You'd have to have a really incredible design, though. You'd have to have an incredible design because you want to do it all at one level. So, well, here's the thing, right? Let's take my good old-fashioned painter. So if we could update this so it works on one level. See, this is the problem with painters. You've got to get the belt coming in, and you've got to get the pipe coming in as well. How do you do that? You have the pipe on the second level, you have the belt on the ground level. Now, if you were to get 12 belts, you would need to somehow figure out a way to do this on one single level. And the only way you can really do it is using the jumpers. But you can't change the distance. You can for space belts and train jumpers and all that sort of stuff, but for this one, you can't change it. So you'd have to have a jump like that. And the jump doesn't need to be multiple levels, but yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know how you would do it. There might be some design, but you know what? I'm happy with a 2x2. We are not going for the world's smallest base. It's going to take me ages to do the stacker anyway. So let's go ahead and let's do the stacker. And hopefully, once we do the stacker, it'll be easy enough to see. In terms of total space, this one might actually not be that hard, because now what we can do is we can copy this, right? We can copy this entire thing and we can put it on the second level. See? We just put it on the second level right there. So that's actually going to be quite easy. The whole thing, all the stackers are just suspended on the second level. So you are on the top. You're on the top. Okay, so we can do this, like this, like this, like this, and then like this. And then we won't send these out the output yet, but these basically just get routed out to here. And then we'll just bump them up to the top level. Then we've got these 4 belts in the middle. So if we have a look, these 4 belts in the middle need to come over from the other side. So basically, we go over here. Where are those 4 belts? They're right here. So we go here, and then we duck. This is, you know what? This is incredibly easy. This is way easier than I expected it to be. But it's good. It's a necessary thing that we need to do. If I decide for whatever reason, maybe I want to squeeze into a smaller place, then maybe we can do that. But for now, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, there it is. Now I've got 3 levels on each of these, so we just pop that in. Whoa. We finished that task. So there we go. Even after doing the 3rd level, we still got a ton of points coming through. So we got the 3rd level coming through, the 3rd level coming through. Remember, on the side of the locomotive is the bottom. which is going down to the bottom. This is going down to the top. What happened here? I forgot to rotate something, didn't I? That circle has been messed up. Silly me. It's this bloody thing. Yeah, it's just starting to annoy me. I'm just pasting that crap everywhere now. Pasting that crap everywhere now. Oh well, I'm sure somebody was yelling at the screen like 20 minutes earlier saying, hey, you're delivering total crap. Delivering total crap. That's all right. These guys will be behind the 8 ball for a little while. But now they can make up for it because they're running at 50% faster speed. Because we just forgot all the stuff. You are full of crap. Full of crap. Yep. Okay, that one's good. That one's good. I think those are the only 2 stackers that we actually have over in this area. So yeah. And we can see, oh, that one's already finished. Ooh, already got some purple over in this area. That's interesting. This is the final area where I think we decided to do milestone 4 because we had a bit of a look around and we found this shape. Circle, square, square. No, not this one. It was another one. Circle, square, square over here. I think this is the one we found that was already on this second level. That's beautiful. So yeah, maybe I should actually, oh, I did already mark it. Mark 4. Yeah, I marked it up here. Yeah, there's the same one already there. So what is this? This is the star. I'm not sure if we leave this train. I feel like we destroy this train right now. I don't think it's... Is it? Yeah, we'll remake that train later. And this, let's just have a look at this mess in case you didn't see the last video. So yeah, it is nuts. Absolutely nuts. We just zoom out and look at all the trains going absolutely crazy all over the place. So we're getting a train for each quarter, for each shape. Then we're colorizing each one individually. So there's 12 little or 9 technically, because 1 quarter isn't colorized, but there's 9 little fluid colorizing. And then there's this area where all the quarters are stacked on top of each other. And then this area where they're all smushed together. But yeah, I mean, there's no other task which requires that sort of crazy complexity. It doesn't look like it. No other shape. Like this shape had a different color for each quarter and it was like very consistent. So we're definitely not, let's get rid of that. That was a huge burden that we don't need to worry about anymore. And yeah, this one off to the side, I might keep this one because we could build this here. We still need to build this in a weird place. This we don't need anymore. This is all task based. So we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. We're starting to get to the point where, like, we still care about research points, obviously, but we're starting to get to the point where maybe we don't need to spend so much time on tasks anymore because we're up to 48 already. I'm definitely going to save up for the 72 that we need to get everything up to 150. You're going here over here. So if we add some additional coloring here, then we can get this shape very easily. But I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. That'll be next one. Because what we'll do next time is we'll set up temporary setups for these, and then we'll set up a permanent setup for this one. Like we can set up this shape, and then this shape, and then what we can do is we can set up this one on top of this one, and this one will be just purely temporary because we don't really need that. But yeah, let's just double check M1. So we've got 3 coming in there. We don't have... Why are you still crap? Why is there still crap here? There's still crap here. No, we don't want to clear out that side, but this side, yeah. There must have been a bunch of crap on the train or something that I missed. I could have sworn I cleared all that stuff out. Okay. That one's proper. And then we have a look here. 12 belts of throughput for that semicircle, all going out at the same time. That is a thing of beauty. Okay. Actually, we need to get a new blueprint, don't we? Here we go. Copy. Actually, we'll just get this bit. Control S. Train stacker 12. Train stacker. Where's my stacker? Here it is. 1, 2. And put it in the trains folder. Beautiful. So we got fluid 12. Oh yeah, we deleted the fluid 8, didn't we? We did. So we don't need this one anymore. This one we can delete. So let's just double check that we got the right blueprints before we do anything else crazy. Train painter 12. That looks pretty good. And then train stacker 12. That looks pretty good as well. So all those look pretty solid. All right, let's move on and let's update these to be 12. So standard stacker. For some reason, I just love saying stacker. I don't know why. What we actually should do is... Okay, this is interesting, but fine. Although we have to move this, because these two are sitting on these outcrops over here, but there's no more outcrops, which means these two need to sit back, which they can't do because then the train won't line up correctly. So what we actually have to do is we need to move that across one line, and then we do that. Where was this? So this was the bottom. This one we hacked to be at the second layer. This one we're going to hack to be at the third layer. Which is fine. I don't mind a little bit of hackery here and there. Okay. Then we need the train station, the train stop. And we fix up the dog leg so it's a little bit nicer. We get rid of this. Can we just put the stacker right on top of it? Not really. Okay, that's fine. Oh, this is the end. This is the end one anyway. This is the one where it spits out. What were you doing? Oh, yes, you're milestone 3, aren't you? Yeah, okay, that's beautiful. So that one's getting the third level. Let's go all the way over to here. We're still just focusing on milestone 2 at the moment. Again, another stacker. We're only going to have to do this little paste the blueprint and then pick it out thing for upgrading milestone 2 and 3. Once we're past, we can just use the normal, we just use the direct thing and we won't have to pull it out anymore. Okay. You go back a few. And we're going to do the same thing, but in a slightly different order here. Train station 6, And this one has to go up to the top level. Whoa, what did I do? That's not right. Okay, beautiful. Top level, middle level, bottom level. Okay, that's being sent over. And then we got to take care of this guy. It is doing exactly the same thing. Okay. 1, 2. Hopefully there aren't many more of these weird setups that sort of do exactly the same thing but feed it up into different levels. I don't think there should be. But anyway, it is nice that we can just copy paste them. So that's copy pasted. That should be 3. That should be 3. We got the trains coming over there. That's milestone 2. I think that's milestone 2 just completely taken care of. We'll come back and make sure that there's a third line on here later on, but yeah. Okay. I can see that's already a third level stacker. So we'll get rid of those. And that one gets reversed. This is a stacker as well. Nice. And that's all the 3 stackers I think we need. Then everything is just disparate things coming in. I thought that was a train, but that was not a train. Okay, we're doing a bit of fluid here. Doing a bit of shape management. We go over to here. We don't want to copy that one because that's the one with the rotators at the front. That's a bad idea to have that one. And then we're going to go over to M3 and then it's all the way over here. Whoa, I just copied the pipe one. That's not what I meant to do. You're going to be needed over there, but where's the actual shape one? Here we go. There's the actual shape one. That's a little bit confusing. Actually, it's quite a lot confusing because if you're doing things from way out in the open, yes. So it's the painter. So let's get the painter. And when you're updating, as long as you rotate it so the output matches direct side, you know that the inputs are going to be correct as well. Okay. You go back and then there, and then we get rid of that, and then we put that there. Come on. There we go. Third level. Third level is being filled up. Third level is being filled up here, doing all the painting. That one will eventually fill up. So that was one layer of our 4-layer thing. So let's go ahead and do the rest. This one didn't need anything spectacular, but it did need this little... At some point, I'm going to create a blueprint so I can just paste this down. Actually, this spot right here, this spot is perfect. So we're going to do this. Control S, train, shape. What was it called again? What did I call the other blueprint? I don't remember. Let's have a look. Pick up. Shape pickup. Shape pickup 12. And then we do train pickup 1, 2, and put that in the trains blueprint. So if we have a look at the trains blueprint, we got shape and thing pickup for both of these. So yeah, 12 fluid, 12 shape. We also got the 8 ones in there. I'm going to do myself a favor. I'm going to move these out. Can we move them out? I wonder how you move them out of a folder. Oh, I see. Let's just put it here. And then fluid pickup 8. We'll do that there. Because I think the vast majority of the time we're just going to be using the 12 layer things. So we might as well just not have them in that folder because we're never going to use them. Okay, you are the second section. We did that. Did I just delete some weird rotation that we were doing for that shape? I think I probably did. Yeah, I think I probably did. Although, were we doing the rotation at this end? No, we weren't. So this is correct. So yeah, so we just need to do rotation here. And it's a symmetrical shape, so you only have to need to rotate it 90 degrees, doesn't matter which direction, and then send it on the thing. I know I said before that it's better to put the rotation in this T block to save yourself platforms for these infinite things, but after having copied one of these over which had rotators built into it, into 2 other different builds and having them both fail, I have revised my feeling about that. So I'm actually going to fix this one up. Yeah, because I'm just sick of it. I am sick of having this crap happen to me. Yeah. Ah, get over there. Get over there. And then, what do we want to rotate? So we want it to be on that side. So we want to rotate it right. Yeah, keep it simple. And then we only ever have that one T in every place that we need it. Okay. So go back up to Mark 3. This is one of the things that we need in Mark 3. You can see this is being rotated as well. So we actually put it back 2. And then shape pickup. I'm just going to put that there so I can get the thing. And what do we actually want here? We want it to be rotated. I'm moving my head. Yeah, right. We rotate it right. So we need a fluid, train painter. Whoop, that cut out a bit too much. Beautiful. Okay. And we need this to be fluid level 12. Beautiful. So that's that one. That's that too. So that's one of the final shapes. And then I think the final one is over here. Yeah, we haven't done this one up yet. This one is actually a little bit thorny. We might have to move the entire setup because... Oh no, it's all right. It's all right. So we move these back 1 and then we get rid of this and we replace it with this. So the fact that this is a T and it's got an extra spot saved us because there was no shape thing under the covers there. So we had to move it back 1 regardless. All right. Train stacker 12. Oh wait, is that no, that was a painter. That was a painter. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then we just need fluid picker. Okay. So we got that there. We're painting it properly. We sent the wrong bloody thing. We got the How many times am I going to make that mistake? Probably a lot. Shape picker. That's definitely got the right one. I don't know how we ended up with the wrong one, but anyway. At sending it across to get painted. Let's just go through and sanity check all of these guys. Well, actually, let's go to M2 here. Okay, so we've got 3 different belts, all of the same shape. So M2 is done. M2 is perfectly fine. If we go over to M1, M1 is also perfectly fine. M3, let's go to M3. We might have a video that's actually less than 50 minutes. That would be incredible. Haven't got enough coming in to sort of check this one out yet. Okay, we got 3 here. We got 3 here. So that's good. That one is particularly good. Now we just got to check these. So you should have 3. We're waiting for the 3rd level of the color, which is ready to go. And then we just need to go over here. I got the 3rd level spinning up. Okay, all right, so we're good to go. So we're upgraded M1, M2, and M3. All for these ones are now running at 12 belts instead of 8, which is nice. So all of our main builds from now on, are going to be 12 belts. Tasks, Task we'll try and do on 12 belts if we decide to keep doing tasks, but the thing about that is it will depend a lot on the space. Like this one, you can fit it on 12 barely, but you've got to sort of be very faffy about it, and you can't just, like if I just did a shape blueprint, like you can't just do that. It's very hard to sort of set it up. So if we're looking at the bigger, like the further out you go, the bigger these things are. This one, look at that, it's massive. So yeah, if we go further out, then we're not going to have that many problems anymore. So yeah, but yeah, the resources right near the hub are absolutely tiny. Very, very small resources. So so our next step. So we've got the 12 belts. Now it's kind of just going through the milestones. We don't really need that much research points anymore. Our main focus for research points will be belt speed. I don't think there's anything else that we critically need. And we'll probably just work through these bit by bit, work through the milestones. We'll get most of our research through the existing infinite milestone shapes that we're sending in. And then eventually we'll get to 9 and we'll start thinking about the MAM. And hopefully at that point, we will have enough research points to the point where we can just get everything. And I mean, we need some extra stuff for the MAM. Like we need foundations for probably, obviously we need all the wire basics. Obviously we need all the trains. Other than Foundation 4, they're not really that expensive, and we may not even need Foundation 4, but we're going to see. We definitely are building, I'm not sure what sort of MAM we're going to be building, but I think we're going to build 2 MAMs, one for this one and one for this one. I don't like mixing them because it gets really, really slow if you start mixing them. Yeah. And yeah, so it's basically just going through, getting all these 6 milestones knocked off. In terms of upgrades, yeah, as I said, train capacity and trade speed will be really nice to get. But then again, train capacity does kind of, if you're doing stuff like tasks, it slows down the process. If you're doing milestones and you're running them infinitely, then it really doesn't matter. We'll have to see though, because train capacity, depending on how we do the MAM, that could be problematic, actually having it too high. Having said that, I probably still want to max it out, and then we'll just do the MAM around that one, because that would be an interesting exercise trying to optimize it around there. But anyway, I got 48 points. I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to do this one, and then we've got to get up to 32 points to do these 2, and then we're up to 150 across the board. So that'll be our next one, but I'm not going to do tasks to get to it. I think my days of doing tasks are, I wouldn't say over, but focusing on tasks. It doesn't really seem to be necessary anymore. I mean, no, I'm not sure I'm really fussed about the tasks anymore. I mean, maybe later we'll decide to go for like 100% run and get everything done, or 100% research. I never really cared about that too much. I mean, unless there's a task that provides an extra challenge, I don't think there is. I think all of these we could probably do with trains without any sort of worry, any sort of hassle. So yeah, next episode is going, what is this one? This is this setup for this purple thing. Yeah, so we've already got this shape being created here. So we're going to keep this set up because then we just change the colors a bit and we can do this shape pretty easily. But yeah, next episode, color mixing. So we're going to do some color mixing. We're going to figure out how to do color mixing without trains. And I'm going to be straightforward with you. It's going to be dead easy. Okay. It's going to be this, and except you're going to have a fluid wagon coming in from each side and a fluid wagon spitting out. Now, yeah, because I mean, how many color mixers do we need? 2. Yeah, and it does this thing where it sort of, you take 2 pipes, and it outputs 2 pipes of throughput. So this thing is incredibly efficient. Yeah. So if it outputs 600 liters per minute, it's actually inputting 300 liters of each of the inputs. So that is fine. I actually wonder, it would be nice if it told you how many trains are on the map. I wonder what happens if we select the entire map. Doesn't really tell you. I'd love to know how many. I mean, we've probably got way less trains than we used to have with all the tasks, because I reckon we were pushing 100 trains when we had all those tasks running. Now we're probably at like 30-ish trains for the entire map. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking about the MAM, because interestingly, and I actually got a blueprint of my MAM here. So let's just pull it out and let's just talk about it. The phase 2 MAM. We can put it there. We can't do some of the things because we haven't got the platforms unlocked. But you can see, we got some belts coming in here. We got some pipes coming in here. This is like a space pipe belt. And then we got belts connecting them. So really, what you need here is you need a little bit of train finagling, like in this connection, like these, each of these would be a train. And then the rest of it would pretty much be the same. And you sort of figure out a way to shorten these and still get the trains. So you probably have one train coming in, and that one train would have 5 carriages, and then you'd smush 5 different trains onto it from another point. And you could even have one train with 12 carriages. So includes the colors, includes this, and you just smush them together. That would be a very easy way of doing a MAM. I'm not so sure if that's what I want to do, to be honest. I'm really not sure. I mean, maybe it's a good way, but I feel like we can do something a little bit smarter. What we really need is train logistics. I don't know how to do train logistics. But that would be awesome if we could do train logistics. Yeah. I mean, there are no train logistics. When I mean train logistics, I mean train circuits. So circuit things for trains. We don't have that at the moment. I don't expect that will be added anytime soon. I mean, at some point it'll probably be added, but yeah, for now, all we've got are the different rail routing for the different colors. How we could use those in intelligent way for a MAM to like say this shape is required at this point. I mean, that's all circuit connections. So I really don't know how we could do that. Yeah. I mean, if we do the MAM like we just showed, then there's no real other challenge to this video. The only other challenge would be increasing the spin, it would be decreasing the spin up time of the MAM while still using the no belt restriction. But that's kind of like an overall making the MAM better, not necessarily a trains only challenge. I feel like we've got past most of the trains only challenge in this playthrough so far, and it's kind of just showing off how good trains are and all the pretty colors on the map, zooming around and all the different setups. We'll have to see. What I think will be good is with the MAM trying to do like a 48 belt setup and not just having 4 12 belt MAMs and just copy and paste them, actually having a concerted 48 belt MAM. And for that matter, having a concerted 48 belt anything like this milestone shape 1, rebuilding this to be 48 belts and using trains with 4 wagons instead of trains with 1 wagons. How would that work? Maybe that's what I should be focusing on. Maybe that's an idea. Getting everything to be 1-4 trains without using any belts. Because that would be a hell of a build. So if we have a look out here, we got enough space, we got enough resources. This one's a little bit tight on resources, but we can probably make that work. Yeah, we might need a separate patch. We might need 2 red patches for that one. This blue one, and we might need another blue one, but this patch is plenty big enough. I got to think about that. Maybe that will be the next episode. Increasing milestone 1 to 48 belts. And then once we do that, we'll increase milestone 2 and milestone 3 and so on. And we'll just start building things at massive scale. Because I think that's where the challenge is for this playthrough. So the challenge, there was a lot of challenges that we went through and they were all awesome. But now we're sort of really pushing up the challenges. Okay, we can get this now. That's nice. Are we up there? No, we're only at 4. I thought for a second we got up to 10. That'll be good. If we start to get 48 belts going through, then man, we will be starting to push through some serious numbers, and that'll be awesome. Anyway, you know what? I'm inspired. I think that's going to be the next one, because yeah, as we said, color mixing, it's not really a challenge to do color mixing. Like there's no challenge for that. Pin pushing, there's no challenge. Crystals will be a bit of a challenge because it takes twice as much fluid. But then again, all we'd be doing is you'd be sending like a 2-carriage train in against a 1-carriage shape. So 2-carriage fluids or something like that. We'd have to rearrange this a little bit, but that's not too bad. Okay, you're going to finish off now? You're very, very close to being finished off. Okay, I've made my decision. Next episode is going to be this. Is going to be 48 belts of M1. And we're going to have to do some thinking about how we do this shape stacking, about how this comes together. Do we just have 4 of these? No, because I want to have 1-4 trains. I don't want to have a whole bunch of 1-1 trains hanging. I want 1-4 trains for every single stage. How do we do that? I got no idea. We got to think about that. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys later.